Silence can serve multiple roles, including that of a weapon, a shield, or a conscious choice. However, there are instances when silence transitions from wisdom to cowardice. The Stoics recognize this concept, understanding that deliberate and meaningful speech has the power to influence outcomes, challenge oppression, and strengthen one's character. There are moments when you must speak, not for the Instagram likes, not for the applause, but because the weight of your silence could anchor you in the sea of regret. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This principle often necessitates the act of speaking up. Here are 5 critical moments when remaining silent equates to a betrayal. When your silence says more than your integrity, keep your ears perked. You might just find yourself in one of these scenarios. Reason number 1. When injustice stands before you. There comes a pivotal moment in every life when injustice presents itself, raw, unmasked, demanding an appropriate response. Many individuals may lower their gaze, suggest it isn't their fight, and step aside. However, a Stoic does not yield to tyranny, nor does he permit it his silence. Seneca articulated, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can, encourages it." Historical evidence supports this assertion. Every major evil humanity has faced wasn't just from the naughty ones, but also from the couch potatoes who stayed silent. When you spot cruelty, deceit, or oppression, think of your voice as a trusty sword, not for mayhem, not for revenge, but for the ultimate truth. So, speak up, not to flaunt your virtue, but because remaining silent equates to living a falsehood. Reason number 2. When your principles are challenged. What is a man without his principles? A vessel, drifting aimlessly, enslaved to the winds of public opinion. Epictetus reminded us that we aren't defined by the chaos around us, but by our reactions to it. Still, many folks seem to play hopscotch with their convictions when the going gets tough. You might feel the urge to zip your lips when your discipline, values, and pursuit of virtue get the side eye. However, this is the moment to articulate your thoughts, not with a snarky comeback or a puffed-up ego, but with rock-solid conviction. A Stoic engages in discourse, not to conquer others, but to ensure personal integrity remains intact. Reason number 3. When falsehood dominates the room. The world is filled with empty words, hollow voices belting out fibs until they sound like a chart-topping hit. But let's be real. Lies, when unchallenged, do not merely persist. They throw a party and invite more and can spread and grow. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized that philosophy is not about seeking comfort, but rather the pursuit of truth. And truth, like a blade, must sometimes be unsheathed. When deception fills the air, when the weak are led astray, when the powerful twist reality, this is when a Stoic must engage, not with rage, but with reason, not with arrogance, but with unshakable conviction. To remain silent while falsehood reigns is not living, it's just hitting the snooze button on reality. Reason number 4. When someone you love walks into darkness. A Stoic embodies emotional resilience. He doesn't just sweep the struggles of those he loves under the rug. Sure, we can't control others, but we still hold a responsibility towards them. When a loved one is doing the tango with self-destruction, vice, or despair, remaining silent is not a sign of wisdom. It signifies surrender. Seneca reminds us, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. In the grand context of supporting others, it is essential to communicate, even when faced with opposition. Success might not roll in like confetti, but a Stoic knows it's not about the trophy, and a Stoic evaluates his responsibility not by results, but by the courage demonstrated in taking action. Reason number 5. When you know the truth but fear speaking. Fear acts as a significant barrier to expression. It encompasses fear of rejection, fear of consequences, and fear of isolation. Because fear is like that clingy friend who stops you from saying what's on your mind. It comes with fear of rejection, fear of consequences, and fear of being the last one picked for dodgeball. However, a key principle of Stoicism is memento mori, which translates to remember, you will die. In reflection, consider, when that moment arrives, will you be kicking yourself for the words you forgot to unleash? Truth that is never spoken is truth wasted. A wasted truth can lead to a life unfulfilled. Eventually, you will discover the truth when it ignites within you, urging expression. In that pivotal moment, you may hesitate. This moment will shape your character. Will you be governed by fear, or will you embrace the principles of Stoicism? Steadfast, resolute, and courageous. Kind of like a rock, but like a brave rock. A Stoic embodies the principle of communication with intention like a communication ninja. He refrains from engaging in trivial conversation or unproductive arguments. His expressions are carefully chosen, disciplined, essential, and wielded with flair. However, when circumstances necessitate articulation and silence would compromise his integrity, he steps up to the plate, speaking confidently and decisively. There are words you will be called to speak in your lifetime. Some will be small sparks, others will tremble the earth beneath you. When that moment arrives, do not let fear silence you, for the world does not need more silence. The world craves more voices, those who don't speak for applause or power, but because the truth is just too damn juicy to keep quiet. So, stand firm, speak wisely, live like the Stoics, and just wear a toga everywhere you go alongside a pair of Air Jordan Jesus sandals that you've managed to find, going super old school to try and look too cool for school because it's attire that's just way too exquisite in all of its professionalism and is a way to dress that will only just impress everyone when they see you. It's just the laws of physics in how that works. Isn't that interesting? Just kidding. So, which of these Stoic principles resonated with you the most? If this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more relatable content. Not for me, for you. Because this is just the beginning. Thanks again for watching. Stay up, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.